You're tuned in to the English Up Podcast.
Brought to you by the Speak English with Us.
Quick question at 3 p.m. Are you still sharp, or does your brain suddenly feel like it's running on 1%?
For a lot of people, it's the second one. And then they blame coffee, meetings, or the entire universe.
Right. And the strange part is that the morning looked fine. You answered emails, joined calls, maybe even felt productive. Then one tiny task shows up and your focus slips away.
That's the trap. Your day isn't always running out of time. Sometimes you're spending your energy in the wrong places.
This is a B1 level episode, perfect for intermediate learners. Beginners, you're welcome too.
And today we're talking about a better way to think about your day. Not just time management, but an energy budget.
An energy budget sounds almost too practical, like your brain has a wallet.
Exactly. You've only got so much to spend, and if you drain it on tiny things early, there's nothing left for the work that really matters.
So the big question isn't, do I have time? It's, do I have enough energy for this task right now?
Yes, and that shift changes everything. A task can be short and still totally drain you. Another task can take longer, but feel easier because it matches your energy.
And that's why 3 p.m. hits so hard. You're not lazy. You're probably tired, overloaded, or trying to do a high-focus job with a low-focus battery.
Which is a terrible combo. Like trying to edit a video while your phone's at 2% and the charger's in another room.
Quick one for you, A or B. When your energy drops, do you usually push through, or do you scroll for 5 minutes that somehow become 20?
Be honest. We've all done the just 1 minute move. That's not a moral failure. That's a human brain with limits.
And there's one thing we discovered today. When you match the right task to the right moment, the whole day feels less heavy.
Stay until the end for our word tour 5 expressions you'll hear in the story and actually use in real life.
And later, we'll give you one tiny trick to protect your best focus. But first, let's talk about why your brain fog shows up right when you need it least. Last week, I watched my own afternoon disappear. Not in some dramatic way, just in tiny leaks.
The email ping, a messy calendar, one quick question, and suddenly my focus was gone.
That's so real. By 3 p.m., I can look at a document and feel brain fog creeping in. Like my thoughts are walking through mud.
And that brain fog often makes people waste their strongest hour on low-value stuff. Then they try a high-leverage task when they're already half empty.
So the problem isn't only being busy. It's that the day gets mismatched.
Exactly. If a task is mentally expensive, it can drain you fast. If you place it too late, you're asking tired attention to do heavy lifting.
I used to do that with writing. I'd save my hardest draft for late afternoon, then wonder why every sentence felt like pulling teeth.
Oh, that's a classic. By then, your brain isn't lazy. It's overloaded.
Overloaded because of decision fatigue, right? That's the thing where too many choices wear your judgment down.
Yes. Decision fatigue means every small choice uses a bit of mental fuel. So by the time the important task arrives, your brain is already tired.
So, if I've answered 30 messages, picked a meeting time, and switched tabs all morning, I'm not imagining the crash.
Not at all. That's real cognitive load. Cognitive load is the mental pressure of holding too much in your head at once, and it makes simple work feel hard.
So, what do we do with that?
We stop treating all tasks like they're equal. A high-leverage task deserves your best hour, not your leftovers.
Right, because replying to, "Can we move this?" and writing the quarter plan are not the same sport.
Totally different games. One task can be done with low fuel, the other needs clean attention, good memory, and a brain that isn't fighting fog.
I had a friend who said she felt guilty resting at 2 p.m., like she was wasting time.
That guilt is sneaky. But if a short break helps you recharge, it's not waste, it's maintenance.
And here's the funny part. Sometimes the smartest move is to stop pushing and let yourself recharge before the crash gets worse.
Exactly. A 5-minute walk, water, a screen break, or even sitting quietly can bring your energy back more than forcing another low-quality hour.
So, the deeper lesson is this. Your energy budget is not just about surviving the day. It's about choosing where your best focus goes.
Yes. Spend it on the right thing first, and the rest of the day becomes easier.
Can we make that practical? Like, if I open my laptop and see 10 tasks, how do I know what wins?
Start by asking, which one needs the cleanest brain? That's usually your high-leverage task, the thing that creates the biggest results for the effort.
So maybe that's the report, the proposal, the hard email, or the planning document, not the easy admin.
Exactly. Save the easy stuff for lower energy hours. Put the hard stuff where your mind is strongest.
And when the fog hits, I shouldn't call myself lazy. I should ask whether I've already drained my best energy.
That's the shift. The problem isn't your character. It's your schedule.
And by the way, there's a phrase for this whole idea. We'll break it down later.
Yeah, and it'll make the whole system feel a lot simpler.
So we've talked about why the crash happens. Now let's get into what you can actually do about it. And Alex, you've got a system for this.
I do, and it starts with one simple idea. Stop scheduling by time and start scheduling by energy. Most people open their calendar and ask, when do I have a free slot? The better question is, when do I have the right energy for this task?
That's a real shift. Because a free slot at 3 p.m. and a free slot at 9 a.m. are not the same thing at all.
Exactly. So here's step 1. For 3 consecutive days, track your energy at 3 points: morning, afternoon, and evening. Give yourself a score from 1 to 10. Don't overthink it. Just ask, how sharp do I feel right now? Write it down.
And what do you do with those scores?
You look for your pattern. Most people find they have one clear, high-energy window, usually morning, sometimes late evening. That window is your most valuable asset. That's where your high-leverage tasks go. No exceptions.
So you're essentially building your own personal energy map.
Right. And step 2 is where it gets practical. You take your task list and sort everything into 3 buckets. High-energy tasks. Things that need deep focus, creative thinking, or complex decisions. Medium energy tasks, things like responding to emails, attending routine meetings, reviewing documents. Low energy tasks, admin work, filing, scheduling, anything that runs on autopilot.
And then you match each bucket to the right time of day.
Precisely. High energy tasks go in your peak window. Medium tasks go in the middle of the day. Low energy tasks go in the afternoon slump, when your brain fog is real but you still need to stay productive.
That actually sounds manageable. But wait, I want to push back on something here.
Go ahead.
What if you don't have control over your schedule? A lot of people have back-to-back meetings set by their managers. They can't just move things around and say, sorry, this doesn't match my energy budget.
That's a fair point, but here's the thing. Most people have more control than they think. You might not be able to move every meeting, but can you protect even 1 hour in the morning? One focus block before the calendar fills up?
1 hour? That's not nothing.
It's actually everything. Research from the University of California found that it takes an average of 23 minutes to fully regain focus after an interruption. So 1 uninterrupted hour of deep work is worth more than 3 scattered hours of trying.
23 minutes just to get back on track? That's a huge drain on your day.
Massive. And that's exactly why protecting even a small high-energy window matters so much. You're not just saving time, you're saving cognitive capacity.
Okay, But I've got another pushback. What about people who genuinely don't know when their peak energy is? Some people feel like they're always tired. There's no obvious high window.
That's real, and it's more common than people admit. But here's what I'd say. If you feel like you're always running low, that's a signal, not a fixed state. It usually means your energy is being drained before you even start your important work. Decision fatigue kicks in early. You're spending mental energy on things that don't need it.
Like what kind of things?
Checking your phone first thing in the morning, answering messages before you've done any real work, sitting in a meeting that could have been an email. Every one of those is a small withdrawal from your energy budget before the day has even started.
So the problem isn't that people have no peak energy. It's that they're spending it before they even notice.
Exactly. And that's why the 3-day tracking exercise is so important. It forces you to see the pattern. Most people are shocked when they realize their best focus window is actually there. They've just been filling it with low-value tasks.
But here's my third pushback, and I think this one's important. What if someone tries this system and it just doesn't work? What if they track their energy, protect their morning, match their tasks, and they still crash at 3 p.m.?
Then we look at what's happening outside the system. Sleep, nutrition, hydration, these are the foundation. No scheduling method can fully compensate for chronic sleep debt or skipping lunch. The energy budget method works best when the basics are covered.
So it's not a magic fix. It's a smarter framework on top of a healthy foundation.
Right. And here's the real-world proof. A remote project manager I know moved her deep writing work from 2 p.m. to 8 a.m. Same tasks, same deadlines, just different timing. Her revision rate dropped significantly. She stopped rewriting the same paragraph 4 times because her brain was actually online when she needed it.
That's such a clear example. Same person, same work, completely different output, just because the task matched her energy.
And that's the whole point. You don't need more hours. You need better alignment between what you're doing and when you're doing it. That's what the energy budget method delivers.
If you want to try this, start tonight. Before you sleep, write down 3 tasks for tomorrow and label each one high, medium, or low energy. Then tomorrow morning, put the high leverage task first, before the inbox, before the mitzvahs, before anything else, before the meetings, before anything else.
3 days of tracking. 1 protected morning block. That's it. Small input, big output.
And if you want to recharge properly between tasks, even a 10-minute break without your phone can make a real difference. Your brain needs space to reset.
Think of it like closing the tabs you don't need. Your system runs faster when it's not overloaded.
So now we've got the big idea. Your day isn't just about time, it's about energy.
And we've already used the key phrases in context, so now they should feel less abstract and more usable.
Exactly. Next, we're going to slow down and unpack the 5 expressions one by one.
And this is where the story turns into real language you can actually steal for your own day.
All right, let's pull these words back from the story and make them useful.
And we're not doing dictionary mode here. We're doing real life mode.
The first one we kept saying was energy budget.
That's the amount of energy you've got for the day and how you choose to spend it.
So it's not just how much time do I have, it's where's my energy going?
Exactly. If you spend your energy budget on 10 tiny things before noon, your best work gets whatever's left, which usually isn't much.
I can picture that. You open your laptop, answer 3 messages, check 1 calendar invite, and suddenly your brain feels expensive.
Expensive is such a good word for it. Your brain starts charging interest.
Now, the word drain is a little darker.
Right? To drain means to use up your energy or strength.
So if a meeting drains you, you leave it feeling flatter, slower, maybe even irritated.
And notice how natural that sounds. That call really drained me. Or endless notifications drain my focus.
That's very real. Some tasks don't just take time. They quietly eat your attention.
And after something drains you, what do you need?
You need to recharge.
Yes, to recharge means to get your energy back after resting.
So it can be a nap, a walk, silence, even 10 phone-free minutes.
Exactly. Recharging isn't laziness, it's maintenance.
I like that because a lot of people feel guilty for resting, but the battery doesn't.
And here's a phrase that sounds super useful in work talk. High leverage task.
That one feels strong.
It is. A high leverage task is an important task that gives you a big result for your effort.
So not every task is equal.
Right. Replying to one urgent email might feel busy, but writing the proposal that gets approved by Friday is a high leverage task.
So the question becomes, what gives me the biggest result for the energy I spend? And then there's brain fog, which is almost too relatable.
Too relatable, yes. Brain fog is that slow, blurry, tired feeling when your mind isn't sharp.
It's like your thoughts are there, but they're wrapped in cotton.
Perfect image. You can still function, but everything takes longer, and simple decisions feel weirdly heavy.
So instead of saying, I'm lazy, you can say, I'm in brain fog right now. That's much more accurate.
And more honest. Accuracy helps you respond better.
Let's make them talk to each other for a second.
Sure, my energy budget is low. This meeting will drain me, and I need to recharge before my high leverage task.
That sounds oddly professional and slightly dramatic.
Good, it should. Real life is dramatic at 3 p.m.
Here's a simple test sentence. My energy budget is gone, and now I've got brain fog.
Nice. Short, clear, and very natural.
Or, I need to recharge before my high leverage task.
Also great. You're using the word in a real decision, not just repeating it.
And one more, that call really drained me.
Clean and true.
Or, a walk helped me recharge.
Simple, easy, useful.
So the pattern today is pretty clear. Spend your energy budget wisely, notice what drains you, protect time to recharge, and save your high leverage task for your best window.
And when your mind goes cloudy, call it brain fog, not failure.
That's the whole word tour.
Try one of these phrases in your next real conversation and make it yours.
So today's big idea is simple. Your problem at 3 p.m. isn't only time pressure. It's often an energy problem. And once you see that, the whole day looks different.
Exactly. If you protect your best focus for your high leverage task, stop letting small things drain you, and give yourself real chances to recharge, you're already ahead.
Here are 3 easy things to try tomorrow. First, write down your energy level in the morning, afternoon, and evening for 3 days.
Second, sort your tasks into high, medium, and low energy work. Put the hardest one in your best window.
Third, make a tiny energy budget note on your phone. Just 3 important tasks, not 12.
I used to think I needed more discipline. Honestly, I was just trying to do deep work when my brain fog was already starting.
That's such a real shift. Not push harder, but place the right task at the right time.
And once you stop wasting energy on the wrong things, the day feels less like survival and more like control.
Before you go, we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, what time of day do you usually feel your sharpest? And what usually drains you the most?
We read every single comment. Try the method for 3 days and see what changes. Even small changes count.
Next time, we might talk about attention traps and how to get back into focus faster when your mind drifts.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.